Okay, I'm happy to welcome you to this brief project that I want us to work together, right? So in this project, we are going to actually have a little project to showcase our skills as cybersecurity professional. I'm believing that you are new into cybersec, and because you are new, you don't really know where to start. You don't have any sort of experience. And when you go for interviews, they ask you, what have you done in the last 6 months? What project have you done in cybersec? Even if you studied cybersecurity in the university, you still need to have some project to show to employers, okay? And so that's why I'm making this video, and I'm focusing it on vulnerability. Other videos that I'm going to make, we're going to take time to define what vulnerability is and how to go about scanning for it. So vulnerability, we are going to know what it is, but this is about building a lab, okay? So the process of trying to figure out which systems in your IT environment is vulnerable to one type of attack or the other, the process of finding out what systems have vulnerabilities is called vulnerability scanning. But I want you to have your own lab so that you can actually practice how to scan for vulnerabilities. And that's what this video is for. I'm the tech mentor, and I'll be your guide in this short demonstration. And so first thing we need to have is a working lab. So if you have got PC, then you are good to go. So the first thing we need to do is to head over to virtualbox.org. Why we need to go there is that we need to download two important software. We're going to download VirtualBox, and we're also going to download VirtualBox extension pack. So let's head over to the web. Let me show you where you need to download it on virtualbox.org. So I'm going to bring up my browser here, and here you could see I'm on virtualbox.org. And when you get in here, the first thing you do is to click on downloads. All right. So the moment I click on downloads, it shows me the different platform that I can download from. If you're using Windows, this will be the one you go for. Just click on Windows and you see that it is already downloaded. Okay. And after downloading the VirtualBox, there is something else you need to download here. You need to download the VirtualBox extension pack. So you could see the download is complete. And this extension pack, all you need to do to download it is to click on all supported platform, and that guy will also be downloaded. So we have two files that we are taking away from this website, right? So that is the task number one. And so once you have downloaded VirtualBox, which we have done, as well as VirtualBox extension pack, you're going to install them on your PC in this particular order. Make sure that you install the VirtualBox first, and then after that, go ahead and install the VirtualBox extension pack. And when you are done with the installation, you need to what? Restart your PC. All right. So once that is done, it means that you have created a virtual environment where we can now install other operating systems that we are going to use to carry out the vulnerability scanning. There are two operating systems that we need to have. One, we need to have a scanner, and the scanner is what? The OpenVAS. This actually is open source vulnerability assessment scanner. This is maintained by Greenbone Network. All right. So we're going to go to the internet to download OpenVAS. That is going to be a scanner. We use it to scan other systems to check if they have vulnerabilities. And OpenVAS, by the way, is not the only scanner we have. We have a couple of vulnerability scanners, and I'm going to cover those scanners in our next video. This particular video is focusing on getting the lab ready. And then another thing we want to get is OWASP broken web application. So first off, let me show you where you can get the scanner. The OpenVAS, the open source vulnerability assessment scanner. So once again, we go to the web, and here we can see the website. So this is greenbone.net. I will actually be making available these links on the description of this video, and you can actually get a Greenbone Enterprise trial And so all we need to do is scroll down to the bottom, and you're going to see that we have option to download for VMware Workstation. You can also download for Oracle VirtualBox. So this is the one we'll be downloading because the platform we are using is VirtualBox. For those using VMware Workstation, either Player or Pro, you have to download for this. For this video, please click on download under the VirtualBox and download the Oracle VirtualBox free trial for Greenbone, which is OpenVAS. And once that download is done, which means that we now have a vulnerability scanner, right? So the OpenVAS from Greenbone is going to be the scanner. The scanner is one helping us to detect vulnerabilities. We also need to download a PC to scan, right? So the scanner will be used to scan a PC in our network. And the PC to scan will be OWASP Broken Web Application. So this essentially is a web server, right? So we have a web server in the name of OWASP Broken Web Application, and we want to have a scanner that we use to scan it to see what vulnerabilities exist in that web server. And so where do we get OWASP downloaded? So once again, we'll go to the net, and this is the link to download OWASP. And this link will also be made available in the description of this video. And all you need to do is to click on this OWASP Broken Web App VM and download it. It's about 2.6 gig in size. And so once that is downloaded, then you are set. So in our next presentation, we are going to be walking you through on how to go about setting up these tools on your VirtualBox. And after that, we'll begin to perform scan. And at the end of the scan, we're going to analyze the results of the scan. And we also share the result of the scan with those that need to have access to that result, like members of the senior management. Okay, so that is a very little project. And so if you're able to follow along in this short project, at the end of it, you will have some experience on how to use some of the popular vulnerability scanning tools. And that experience can also be reflected in your CV as a project that you have handled. So most of the time when you go for interviews for cybersecurity jobs, especially as an entry level, they probably will ask you what project you have handled in the last 6 months. What cybersecurity projects have you handled? So even if you studied cybersecurity in school, you have a BSc in cybersecurity, you still need to show projects that you have carried out because you are being hired as a solution provider. So what solution are you bringing? What value are you bringing to the table of the employer? And that's what matters in this field. And so you need to have as many projects as possible that you have actually carried out, and those should as well be reflected on your CV. And that is the objective of this video. All right. So go get these tools in those websites or those links that I've shared with you. And then in our next video, I'm going to surely show you how to set up all of this and then carry out your first ever scan looking for vulnerabilities. Thank you so very much for joining in, and then see you in that next video.